Hello beautiful people, and welcome to a fantastic episode in which I'm gonna break down this base skin coming out in September. And trust me, this is gonna be a super important episode, probably not for you personally, but definitely for your wallet. So let's start by breaking down this base skin and explain you how much value does this base skin has and also the reason behind it probably. So let's start by mentioning that this base skin is exclusively only for the Navy units. Now it doesn't matter if you look at the equipping stats or of the holding in stock stats, it's all about the Navy, which makes it close to impossible for me at the end of this episode to actually tell you to buy this skin. But let me explain. Now if you are a regular viewer of my channel, you heard me saying a lot of times that the Navy is no longer what it used to be from the strength perspective, and this is a very important piece of information to mention. Not just that, you also are seeing now my base skins, because I'm also one of these players purchasing every single skin out there for the holding in stock buffs, which will also gonna be a topic of this video. But it doesn't matter if you watch my videos or if you're paying attention to a lot of hints in this game. The honest truth is, even with this rework, which came to the Navy with great heroes, I'm not gonna lie, like Jester, like Zen, it's still impossible to move the Navy far higher on this ranking of the most efficient unit possible in TOPWAR, simply because it's not possible without a full rework of the base layout. So with this information, let's go back to the skin. So let's give this skin the best chance possible. In other words, let's look directly at the tier 2 level of this skin, and we have a Navy damage increase for the front row of 20%, which sounds good, and a Navy damage decrease of 15% for the back rows. But how about if those players are using the heavy troopers on the 5th slot or on the 2nd row? Meaning you don't get that 20% damage increase. And people, let's be absolutely serious. When it comes down to the PvP event, especially if you are on an external map, like on the Titan Canyon, like in the SVS if you are an opponent server, like on the Loot Quest, like also in the newest Enigma realm, just simply take the Pantheon skin, and there is nothing better than that. End of the discussion. So from this perspective, the equipping stats won't help you whatsoever. At the end of the day, you might as well go with the Icy Town, which gives you a far better buff, and not to mention for all your unit types. And trust me, at one point you're definitely gonna have a setup for your tanks, you're definitely gonna have a setup for your Air Force, making those kind of skins, including also Pantheon, far more valuable than this what you're seeing on the screen right now. So anyways, what's left of this skin is the holding in stock, which should theoretically put this base skin in a category of players like me, for example, buying every single skin in the game. Because of the holding in stock buffs, I will never gonna equip this skin. And from this perspective, the fact that this is just again limited only for the Navy makes it close to impossible for me to even think about purchasing this skin. That's the honest truth. Now, also in this episode, I would like to address the following question. Why does River Game keep bringing this type of skins in TOPWAR? And as of right now, I only see two alternatives. Alternative number one is obviously they don't play their own game. The game is extremely very complex, and for them also very difficult to understand exactly what players would buy. And especially if you don't play your own game, that makes it close to impossible in order to design a product which will be very well sold. But I think we're gonna have to look at the second reason, because we have a couple of these skins designed like this, which even for a player like me, buying skins for just the holding in stock is gonna be a skin simply put on ignored. And I suspect the reason number two is a lot of players out there do this massive mistake in buying something in TOPWAR, not necessarily this skin, and then after that trying to figure out what exactly have I got for my money. And dear beautiful people, here are your options which you definitely have right now, just in case you are not aware. So I'm not just talking about myself, but I'm also talking about the official Discord channel of TOPWAR, which has a lot of players, which definitely gonna give you the same advice as I would give you. Simply ignore this base scan. Or you can watch my videos, because I tend to evaluate every single thing which Rework game is bringing in game, or ask me on Discord before you buy something, in order to be as efficient as possible, and of course also not to waste your money. So from this perspective, dear beautiful people, let's end this episode with something super hilarious. Now a huge shout out goes out to Mr. Garuda. And here is the official VIP services, and you can only be part of it if you have spent already a crazy amount of money. And this is the employee of the VIP services telling, actually, they don't recommend you to play this spin around. And this is also at the same time a very important piece of information, dear beautiful people, because yes, later on today I'm gonna start the stream, and I would like to start to slowly evaluate the impact of the pets in TOPWAR. In other words, let's classify exactly how important are they in TOPWAR versus other similar things, which also provides you with stats, because I consider that to be a very important piece of information if you want to be extremely efficient and to have the best progress possible. So anyways, beautiful people, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, share this channel with your friends, seek out advice, and ask questions before you buy stuff. So I'm gonna catch you in the next one, and most likely probably today in the stream. Ciao guys.